Hi folks, I'm Jason and this is my daily vlog called Living with CMT. I hope you enjoy. Evening folks, it's Friday evening and it's 5 to 8. Video's a little bit late tonight. I've had a little bit of stuff to do. Excuse me while I just move my webcam a minute. There you go. Yeah, movie review coming up for a film called Sleepless. Right, when I went upstairs last night, I decided to watch another film on Netflix, and I came across a thriller that they recommended because I'd watched some other films, and this one was called Sleepless. Now, it's got Jamie Foxx in it and Michelle Monaghan, and what the gist of it is Jamie Foxx and his partner, who were coppers, think that they're robbing a couple of kilos of drugs off somebody, and they inadvertently managed to rob 25 kilos, and what they don't realise is it's off one of the biggest drug dealers around there. And it's somebody that you don't mess with because he is nasty people. Anyway, Michelle Monaghan plays the part of Internal Affairs, and she's investigating this corruption stuff. The basis of the story is he has to try and get the money back, the drugs back, because they kidnap his 16-year-old son and basically say that they'll kill him if they don't get the drugs. So he has to try and get the drugs to them, which inadvertently doesn't happen because Michelle Monaghan finds them first and removes them from where he left them, thinking he could go back and get them for them. Because once he realises he's made a mistake, he tries to give them the drugs back because obviously he doesn't want his son get killed. Anyway, it's all a bit up in the air as to who's a bad guy, who's a good guy. If you've watched these kind of films before, you'll figure out, like me, exactly who's behind it all, or one of the main people behind it all about 10 minutes into the film, because it literally telegraphs it. But it was alright, it wasn't a bad film. It's got a fair bit of action in it, it's well paced, a little bit far-fetched and a little bit strung out like, but it's okay. The bad guy in it, which is, I think it's Scott McNair, Scott McNair, something like that. Anyway, he's a fantastic actor. I've seen him in some really, really good films. I think he was in Killing Them Softly, he was in with Brad Pitt, which was another fantastic film. Really good film that was, and he's in that as well. But in this he plays a guy called Novak, who's basically the son of the head drug baron for that area, and he's a nasty piece of work. Novak is, he's a nasty piece of work, and he basically will do anything to get his drugs back and look good in front of his father, because he doesn't want his father lose faith in him. Anyway, it all goes pear-shaped because he ends up in a casino. In fact, most of the film's filmed in this casino that's owned by this so-called corrupt businessman who's providing the drugs for this Novak, and like I said, it's all about basically what happens in the casino, all the fighting that goes on, how he gets his son back and then loses him again, how he nearly gets killed and blah blah blah, and how the detective gets involved and what she finds out. And it's not bad, it's all right. I'd give it 4 out of 10. It's not a bad, like I say, it's quite a paced thriller. So that's Sleepless, starring Jamie Foxx, Michelle Monaghan and Scott McNair. I'm sure it's Scott McNair anyway, and it's I will give that 4 out of 10. Now, before I do the light-hearted stuff, I'd just like to say my heart goes out to those people in New Zealand this morning who've had one of the biggest massacres in their history happen in the last 24 hours, and that's a man who was 28 years old, that's all I know at the moment, who basically went into 2 mosques and slaughtered 49 people. And I don't call it a killing, I call it a massacre, I call it an act of terrorism. You can call it, I call it an act of terrorism, because he knew exactly who he was aiming for. He went in with the sole purpose of killing all those people in mosques. And I'm sorry, but what you know the people he was aiming for and why he was doing it. He's just obviously, how can I put it, he's racist, he's a terrorist. And to be honest with you, there's no excuse for it. I really feel for all those people, all the Muslims and all the people of New Zealand who probably have never seen anything like this in their country in their lives. In fact, most of the generations have probably never seen anything like this in their lives. And there's no justification for it. Nobody can really say anything other than, this kind of thing's happening too often now. It's getting beyond a joke. Killings are happening on a daily basis. I remember, I know it's a Christmas song, I know that song, Peace on Earth, Goodwill to All Men. Never going to happen, I'm sorry, it's never going to happen. We're never going to allow it to happen. We're horrible people, us people on this planet Earth, we really are. As a race, as a world, we are horrible. We destroy the world at a rate of knots, and we want to kill each other at a rate of knots. and we don't seem to want to stop until basically we wipe each other out, which I think is going to happen anyway. So I think if the aliens do, I wrote a story once called Interview Number 5, and it's basically about aliens that want to invade the world and take over it, but when they see what we're doing to the planet, they basically say, I tell you what, just let's wait and watch, and just let them destroy each other, and then we'll just come down and have the planet once they've finished with it. And I reckon that's probably what's going to happen. So that's the bad stuff that I got out of the way. And also I noticed an actor from Father Ted's passed away as well. I didn't really know him that well because I didn't watch Father Ted, but those people who do know Father Ted obviously will know the actor. I didn't know him personally, you know. I don't like I say, that's one of the comedies that skipped past me. I didn't really watch Father Ted, although I've heard it's funny. I've never watched it. So yeah. On another note, which I'm going to stop now actually, because that was the morbid stuff, so I'm just going to stop now and then come on to the other stuff. First of all, I've just earlier on today I saw the draw for the Champions League quarter-finals, and Liverpool have managed to get Porto, which is probably, I'm not saying they're easy because they're not, they're a bloody good team, but if you had to pick a team out of Barcelona, Man United, Man City, Tottenham Hotspur, Juventus and the other two, I can't remember the other two, other one. Anyway, I would have picked Porto. I must admit, that's the team I would have picked, and I'm surprised we got them. I thought Man City would have got them, to be perfectly honest with you, because they seem to have so much luck in cup draws. It's ridiculous. But they haven't. They've ended up with Tottenham Hotspur. Man United have got the toughest tie. They've got Barcelona. I don't envy them at all. That's not a tough one. But if we do beat Porto and Man United do beat Barcelona, we've got Man United in the semis, which will be interesting. So yeah, also last night the English teams got through. Arsenal came back to beat, can't remember who it was, Rennes, the French team. They beat them, and Chelsea absolutely hammered Dynamo Kiev. I think they beat them 5-0. 5-0 I think it was. So they're clean, you know, they're through. The only one I don't think got a good draw in that is Arsenal. Unfortunately, they've drawn Napoli, and Napoli are a good team. They are not a team that will just lie down and let you beat them. So yeah, that's the football news out the way. So that was done today, the draws were. The other thing is, you know what today is, don't you? It is Red Nose Day. And there's me wearing mine, which we picked up in Sainsbury's. I was going to do the entire video with this on my nose, but for the topic and the subject what I was talking about, I didn't think it was really appropriate, so I didn't bother. But yeah, it's Red Nose Day, so there you go, there's me wearing a red nose for the rest of the video. Unless it falls off, which it has got a tendency to do. I haven't done a lot today, but we have done one positive thing. We've done a big online Tesco shop, because every so often we do an online shop and have the groceries delivered, and we did it today. Started off with a few items, ended up with a full trolley, a basket full like. It's coming tomorrow between 2 and 3. The weather again wasn't very nice this morning, it was quite horrible. I'm still confused about my mum. My mum lives about 1.5 miles from me, and my sister, who only lives about 1 mile from me, said to me mum yesterday, if you want, save you having to go down shopping in the horrible weather, we'll take you, because we're going Morrison's, we'll take you Morrison's, you can do your shopping, and then we'll bring you back. No, she says. Hey, so she has actually gone downtown today on her own with a trolley, struggled around the shops and got all the groceries when she turned down the offer of being taken by car, which completely confuses me, because if somebody offered to take me and Deb by car, we'd go in a flash. Simple as, we'd be there, mate, job done. So my mum's still confusing me about that. I don't think she's a full shilling sometimes. I really don't. I think she's got a screw loose. Anyway, I spoke to my sister earlier. She's doing all right. Spoke to my mum. She's doing good. And we spoke to Deb's mum and dad. Now, Deb's mum and dad have actually had us going on Amazon and ordering some little booties for our dog. I will show you this when they come. And they are basically to keep her feet clean and mud free for when we take her for walks in this kind of weather. Because obviously the weather's horrible, but you still take your dog for a walk, don't you? Well, our dog's got a tendency to walk on the grass and sludge. Now, obviously, if she's got these little booty things on her feet that come up her legs, they'll protect her legs and stop them getting sludged up, so she won't have to have her paws washed every time she comes. But I have a feeling she is not going to want to wear them, because she doesn't do things on her feet. If you go anywhere near her feet, she pulls her paws away from you. She don't like having her feet touched at all. So this will be a very, very interesting time, and when it comes, I'll show you. Like I said, I haven't done a lot today. We've done this online shop. I've had my sleep again. I was in bed. I was actually tired, believe it or not. I was tired today at just after 1:30. That's how bad I was today. But I ended up waiting, and I didn't go to sleep until, it was after, what time would it have been? 3 o'clock? Yeah, about 3:30 actually. I managed to stay up for an extra 2 hours. Don't ask me how. I was literally doing surveys until my eyes were feeling like they were going to bleed. So yeah, I've done all that. I've done some surveys as well. I'm a bit upset at Amazon at the moment because they're messing us about. We've got to subscribe and save with them for dog food for the dog. She has a Harrington's 15 kilo bag, and it should have been delivered on Monday. Anyway, I got an email off them saying that there'd been a delay. I'd have to reorder it, so I reordered it again Wednesday. It was supposed to be out for delivery today. They now say that even though it was out for delivery today, it won't be here till between the 16th and the 19th. So if they keep messing me about, I'm going to be writing to them. I've just realised this thing on my nose makes me look like I've got buck teeth. Doesn't it? Makes me look like Bugs Bunny. I didn't realise that till I just seen it. Oh yeah. No. Anyway, yeah. So the rest of today, I might watch a film in a minute because I've got plenty of time. It's only 8:05. I've just had some lovely homemade hearty vegetable soup. What Deb does with some Paul Hollywood bread rolls. That was very nice for me tea. Because again, I'm not really eating much, so if I can get one meal a day down my neck, I'm happy. But yeah, it's been one of them days really, again, where the weather's been okay, but not nice enough to go out. It's been cold, but it's been quite dry, but then we've had bursts of rain every so often. So yeah, I don't know if you're doing anything, if you're in the UK, I don't know if you're doing anything for Red Nose Day. If you are, just write underneath, or if you don't know what Red Nose Day is, just search on Google for Red Nose Day. If you're in another country and you don't know what we do over here, because we're nuts, just have a look on Red Nose Day, which is tonight, and yeah, just see all the charity stuff that goes on to do with it. There's quite a lot actually. One of our channels actually has a night full of nothing but Red Nose Day programs all night. So you know, if you're in the UK, and give it a bash, see what you think. Anyway, listen, on that note, I'm going to leave it for tonight. I'll do another video tomorrow, and like I said I was going to finish, and it hasn't fell off. So Red Nose Day, Red Nose Day. You take care, and I'll do another video soon. Bye for now. I thought I'd just end tonight with a poem called Just a Thought. Very apt, I think, actually. Enjoy. Ponder this question: why are we here? Think of an answer. It's not crystal clear. What purpose in life do we each fulfill? I sit here alone, just thinking still. I wonder about things when there's nothing to do. I ask myself questions like when, why, and who. What are we living for? What meaning is there? When I see the state of the world, why should I care? When will we realise this world is not ours? When we'll see East and West are not powers? When will we notice the world is for all? I know we'll notice, after we fall. Why don't we stop and just look around? Why do we just stand and not make a sound? Why do we tolerate this world we are in? Why? Because we don't know where to begin. Who tells us our lives, how we should live? Who makes us take and not make us give? Who listens to lies and knows they aren't true? Who? There's only one answer. It's you. Thank you. Thank you for watching my daily vlog. I hope it was informative and interesting. If you like what I'm doing, then you can subscribe to my channel by clicking there. And if you want to see exactly what I was talking about yesterday, you can look up there. Bye for now.